Hey guys, I wanted to show you all my new PC gaming setup and what I use during my recording, streaming, and gaming. So first off is the Bose Quiet Comfort 35 Gen 2 headphones that I use as my main headphones when gaming. I then use the Logitech G602 gaming mouse with up to 2500 DPI and up to 250 hours of battery life. For my keyboard, I use the Corsair Strafe RGB mechanical keyboard. I use the Elgato Wave 3 microphone with the shock mount and pop filter to get the best voice audio I can get from a condenser microphone. The Logitech Wave Link software is one of the best on the market too. My gaming monitor is the 34GK 950F-B with 144 Hz at 344/0 by 1440p. I use a standard 4K Samsung monitor for OBS Studios and any other applications I may need during streams and just for a second monitor when needed. As for my camera, I use the Logitech Brio 4K webcam. And the stand, I opted into having a minimalistic look to my gaming setup, and so I opted to have a heavy-duty AVLT dual monitor arm desk mount for my monitors. Also, having the Elgato low-profile arm for my Wave 3 microphone helps give it a minimalistic feel. All of these items are in the description below, and I will show you some of the remaining steps I took when choosing these items for the minimalistic look, as well as some housekeeping for your PC. So the first thing that I wanted was a good way to hide these cables. Now these arms come with a cable cover for both the upper and the lower part of the arm. And if you look in the back we can see the cables running down. It has a nice little covers here to organize your cables as well. And then it's also on the other side here. So we also want the highest refresh rate possible. I want to run all my games on 144 Hertz. So we're going with the display port. We're not going to use any of the HDMI, just so we can get the smoothest gameplay possible. So why I went also with the Elgato low profile arm is this is probably one of the best cable management arms I have ever worked with. They're just magnetic here, so it's very easy to take them out, swap what you want, and put them back in. So I'm going with the Corsair keyboard. Now this one is a tactile keyboard and it can make a lot of noise. As you can see, the space bar makes a lot of noise. So how I'm going to help dampen the noise on there is I'm going to use these rubber, if you see, they're just these rubber little circles that go on there. So if we go over here, we can use this. It just lifts it up, and I already put some on, as you can see, but if we want to put even more to dampen it a little bit more, we can just fit it on there. So as you can see, I have 3 on there to help dampen it. We're actually gonna put 3 on because it seems to be still a little bit too much. All right, and then once you got that, you can take the top off. And if we go back, you can just set it in like so. And now it's a lot less damp. Now, depending on your keyboard, you may not be able to put as many on as me, because it may not actually register your key press if you have too many of them. So just be aware of that. Alright, so since I did just move, I want to also clean my desktop. So I want to just clean all the filters, make sure that it runs the best and we have good airflow in there. So I went with a Fractal PC case. So right here we can see we have, right here we see that we have a liner here, so we can make sure that this is all clean. We can also take this off and we see that there's a liner in here and in the back. I see some dust here, and then we'll probably clean some of these fans off too, make sure that we have very good airflow. Now, the other thing we can do is on the bottom we have another filter, which, as we can see, we have some dust over here, not too much, but still good to clean that up, make sure that we have good airflow running throughout. So the last thing for the Fractal case is we want to clean the top here. Now we want to clean all of this. I can see some in here, some dust, and then I'll also make sure that I have a radiator here. This is for my CPU. I have a all-in-one CPU with the radiator, and just want to clean this up so we have good airflow going here too.